This is the Valve Steam Deck, and it is all mine. Yes, Halo does actually work, at least Halo 1. Most people would consider this a gaming device. But I remember when this was my gaming device. Now, obviously, this isn't my current or the one that I grew up with, but you kind of understand. This is the original Nintendo Game Boy with one of my all-time favorite games, Super Mario Land. And my gaming adventure started there. Now, over the years, I've gotten the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5. I have an Xbox. And I totally forgot that I have 2 Nintendo Switches. So obviously, this is how sometimes gameplay is now. I am not the best when it comes to trying to use... Sniper! Frag! But when it comes to this kind of stuff, I don't like gaming like this. In truth, what I prefer is this. You're looking at a 512 gigabyte Steam Deck that I just got about a week ago. If you hear any tapping around, that is my dog. I apologize about that, but this is exactly what you think it is. All my games. And yes, Halo does actually work, at least Halo 1. I have not tried any others, but I will be making videos about Halo on the Steam Deck. I absolutely love Halo. This is one of the reasons I actually got into first-person shooters, and that'll come in another video. But for me, this is the device I've been waiting for. Now, I have a PlayStation 5, I have a 4, I have an Xbox One, I don't have a Series X or S yet, and I have a gaming PC that I built recently, actually earlier this year. And I'm a Mac guy, but the reality is, this device is actually the device I, as a kid, would have done anything to get. My first system, as I was saying to you before, was this. This was my first device. Not this one specifically, but you get what I mean. I had tons and tons and tons of fun on this, but I didn't grow up with like the Nintendos, the Sega Genesis, or even the first PlayStation. I didn't get that until I got into college. But when I had this, I was like, man, this could do so much, but it just couldn't because of the time. But now with this, I literally am in gaming heaven. Now, I understand for some people, this may not be the device that works for them. They may like other devices that may offer more power, like the IO Neo Next, or even some other gaming handhelds. But for the price point, and yeah, this is big, compared to some other devices, but I guarantee you when you put your hands on this, when you actually start to hold it in your hands and start playing a game, you're going to notice that it fits. And Valve did an amazing job for a first generation gaming handheld console. And in truth, I wouldn't just call this a gaming handheld console. I would call it just pure magic. Why I say that is because when you start playing this device, you get to see exactly who they're gearing this device to. It's funny like me that tries to have a work-life balance but also likes the game. And I didn't really get that until I was actually on the couch yesterday with this after my wife and kids went to sleep, and I was like, I just want to game a little bit. And I didn't want to fire up my gaming PC and having to come downstairs into my office and play. I actually was able to pull up Halo and start playing, which I'm actually going to do right now. I absolutely love Halo. I mean, I can only speak about the first Halo. This actually got me through school. So when I got to college the first time, I dropped out. And there's a story behind that, but we're not going to get into that right now. However, when I went back after 4 years of dropping out, I actually did put my all into college. But during those times where I was stressed out, and I think I mentioned already that I'm a Mac guy, somebody gave me a copy of Halo, the original Halo, and it was a port of this for the Mac. and it was the first time I ever played a first-person shooter. I've been more of a third-person kind of guy, especially coming from games like Metal Gear Solid. And I was like, oh, this is, oh my bad, this is actually pretty cool. And the one thing that really got me into this game was the story. Now, if you've never played Halo, you don't know exactly what I'm talking about. However, it really signified to me that this level of gaming was something that I could actually get into more and more. Now, if you ever played the Metal Gear Solid series, those games are phenomenal. The stories are phenomenal, but I didn't know, like with Halo, how much of a great story this had until I played it. Now, I never really got into doing any other Halos outside of this because I was working a lot. And like I said, I didn't have the time to sit down and actually play a game the way I wanted to, and I have systems at home. But with something like this now, whereas I can actually get use and utility out of this while doing my everyday work. I could slip this in my bag between meetings or showings. And, for those that don't know, I'm a real estate professional by trade. I own my own real estate company, but I also live and work in New York City. And what that affords me is at times I may have to actually be on a train or be in an Uber. And if I don't want to do any work, quote unquote work, I can actually just pull out my Steam Deck and just start playing Halo or Doom or Metal Gear originally through an emulator. And that is what excites me about this device the most. And like I said, I just recently got this in Q3, I guess is when my or Q4, I guess, because I got it a week and a half ago. I got it on October 2nd. I gotta look it up. I'll put it when I actually got it. But yeah, this is a phenomenal device, and I'm going to do videos on me installing emulators. I also am going to install Windows both on an SD card, because I heard you can actually do that. And also I'm going to partition this drive to do a dual boot. Now, Steam did say that they're going to actually do a dual boot option when SteamOS 3 comes out. We're not sure exactly, at least as of this recording. I don't know exactly when that is. However, there are people in the community that have actually gotten it to work. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And as a tech guy, I love tinkering with my toys. So guys, this is, I would want to say, it's a slight playthrough and first impressions of the Steam Deck, and I absolutely love it. Yes, I said it, as I said, it is slightly big, but when you actually play it in the hands, it is just a divine piece of tech that allows you to play AAA games on the go and pretty decent battery life. Not to, that's nothing to wink at. But again, there's other things that I would love to do with this, not just gaming. It does have a desktop mode, which I'll actually go to now. If you click on that and switch to desktop, there's a desktop mode. It's Linux. I'm not very proficient in Linux. However, I will teach myself. And then, as I said, I will also install Windows on here. I'm a little bit more Windows, familiar. But my goal with this channel, and also with talking about this device, is not as only as a video game device, but also productivity and practicality and value of why, for the price that you pay for this device, you can actually get more out of it than you're expecting. And that hopefully is the goal of talking about this and other devices like this, and then also just going through games I never got a chance to play as a kid. And that's why the channel is called Video Game Therapy, because for me it's therapy to be able to do the things that I wasn't able to do as a kid growing up. I'm able to actually do it now and give my kids the ability to have technology so they can be a part of it as well. But again, balance between them learning and being really great at school and having fun while doing it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you really liked what I had to say, please click the like button. If you liked and you thought and you want to see this journey continue, please click that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you know exactly when I'm actually going to post new videos. It's your boy D, but you could call me Infinity Blade from now on with Video Game Therapy, and I'll talk to you guys later.